Well, here I am in what used to be Rutland, and at the end of this song, I'll be in Lincolnshire. Behind me here are the spires of Lincoln Cathedral in what must be one of the oldest and most beautiful cities in England. I know this county quite well, and it's got a real variety of countryside, from the seaside to the rolling farmland with its fens and its hills, which they call wolds here. And it's got a lot of rural life still, where you can still find traditional craftsmen. And I intend to enjoy my visit here, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.
Spinning on another wheel, going round in slow motion, caught up in another dream, drifting on a blue ocean. When you wanna reach out, only you can turn your world around. When will you surrender and wake up to the real? But you don't wanna start out just yet. You watch the seasons come and go. you can find another way. You're just waiting for the right moment. When you gonna let go and forget about the life you knew? When will you surrender and wake up to the real? Now you know that it's all borrowed time, and still you waste another day. But you watch and you wait for a sign all along the way.
Wind power was also the mainstay of the fen drainage schemes until steam took over in Victorian times. Guy Burton looks after this beautiful pumping engine, preserved here in full working order.
Well, this was built in 1855-6, but there was a wind-driven pump here before that, and that was fairly satisfactory, but the wind never blew when you wanted to pump. But by the 50s, the last century, steam engines were getting popular.
How about the maintenance of a pumping station when it was going full tilt? Who came and maintained it?
There was an act of parliament given to people called commissioners who could charge a rate for draining the land. And with that, they were able to borrow money and build engines, sluices, dig dikes, anything. And they still do.
And this metal is the original metal from the 19th century?
This is the original metal, which had a few coats of paint. The pump is merely a paddle wheel, and I say to you, the ship stays still, the water moves. Now that is repairable by the village carpenter.
Yes. What was life originally like?
Well, it must have been very rough because they lived largely on water, animals, fish, duck, geese. They used to send the geese to London alive. They used to tar their feet and walk them there. And when the people, as we became civilized, wanted to drain the fen, which is very well worth having, they're good land and easy to work. No stones in it, no trees much. They had terrible trouble with the locals. Had to turn out the military to keep the peace. Their sluices were pulled down, all sorts of things. Took quite a lot to calm the locals.
It is good land then?
Oh, marvellous land. And then in the 1700s, the Dutch came over and showed us what to do. You see how the river is banked up?
Yes.
Well, it's banked up right out to sea. So once you've got the water into that river here, it's got to go to sea.
And as the water drains, the land sinks. So if you journey along the rivers of Lincolnshire, you can see why people accuse this county of being all flat. But landmarks there are, like Boston Stump, and it was from Boston that the Pilgrim Fathers made their way to America to build themselves a new home, the city of Boston, Massachusetts. The heart of the farmland here is higher up in the Wold Country. Now, who's to say that Lincolnshire is all flat? It's interesting to drive along these top roads where, in days gone by, thousands of sheep were walked to market. and to see the old field patterns where, by tradition or superstition, a man would cut his corn only by a certain phase of the moon and sleep in the field till the work was done. And these fields have played yet another part in Britain's history. Now it's smoke and the crackle of burning stubble, but these wide spaces once echoed to different sounds. The clamour of bells, of men rushing to their posts, and the roar of aircraft engines, for these were the airfields of Lincolnshire in World War II.
Sweetheart, the night is growing old. Sweetheart, my love is still untold. A kiss that is never tasted, forever and ever is wasted. Why should we waste a night like this? Why should we waste a single kiss? Why can't we laugh at tomorrow? Tomorrow will pay what we borrow. For all we know, we may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand and my heart will be in it. For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and go like the ripples on a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come. For all we know.
We may never meet again. Before you go, make this moment sweet again. We won't say goodnight until the last minute. I'll hold out my hand and my heart will be in it.
For all we know, this may only be a dream. We come and go like the ripples on a stream. So love me tonight. Tomorrow was made for some. Tomorrow may never come. For all we know.
In earlier times, the only transport anywhere was horse-drawn. The cart makers made the Rolls Royces of their day, and Peter Small keeps alive their skills, which include the craft of the wheelwright.
Well, we start with a centre. We turn a centre. That's a solid block of elm. It's been seasoned for about 8 or 10 years before we actually turn it. That's turned in a lathe.
Yes.
Then the outside is marked out with a pair of compasses to find the centres of the holes called mortices all the way around the wheel, and they're spaced out evenly. And then the the mortises are actually chiselled out.
I wanted to know what those were. You've got them all over the place.
Yeah,
so these are the centres.
Yeah, these are wheel hooks
Yes,
or centres.
yes.
As you can see, it's a solid log of elm. The centres are bored out and then cleaned out with a chisel. And then the foot of the spoke, these spokes, is made to fit into there, but we make the spokes oversized so that we, when they're driven in really tight. There's no glue or anything on a wheel. It's all purely the tightness of the joint that holds the wheel together.
Where do you get your elm from now? Did the elm disease
yes, it has.
Destroy?
It's destroyed virtually everything.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I have a large stock in, and I've got some more coming, I hope. But what we're going to do in sort of 20, 30 years' time when there just isn't any, I don't know. There's still plenty about now. It doesn't really affect the timber. It just more or less kills the tree.
What's the wheel resting on? Is it a special table of some sort?
Yeah, well, it's called a wheel stool. As you can see, the grain's running around there. It's actually the fork out of an elm tree. It's been chopped. It grew like that virtually, and it's just been cleaned up. It was made in 1871 by one of the Thompsons of Keelby up near Grimsby. He gave me the wheel stool when they sold up. And they had a picture, I think it was his great-grandfather, and it was dated 1871 when he'd just cut this out with his axe.
And outside, Peter has had a red-hot fire going for about half an hour to expand the metal tyre so that it would fit easily over its wheel. Do you have many forest fires?
No. The tyre is a flat strip of mild steel in this case. It's rolled round, and then the outside of the wheel's measured, and the inside of the tyre is cut half an inch or so shorter than the outside of the wheel.
Bravo!
When the weather is fine, then you know it's a sign for messing about on the river. If you take my advice, there's nothing so nice as messing about on the river. There are long boats and short boats and all sorts of craft, and cruisers and keelboats and some with no draft. So take off your coat and hop in the boat, go messing about on the river. There are skippers and mates and rowing club mates just messing about on the river. There are pontoons and trots and all sorts of knots for messing about on the river. With inboards and outboards and dinghies you sail, the first thing you learn is the right way to bail. In the one-seat canoe, you're the skipper and crew, just messing about on the river. Right now to cast off your bag
Sue Dickinson and her husband Rob are farmers, but they're also members of the Rare Breeds Survival Trust, which encourages the preservation of rare farm livestock. Amongst other animals, you can see quite a few sheep here, but why are there now so few of them up in the wolds?
The Lincoln long-wool sheep, which are really the wealth of Lincolnshire, have largely gone from the wolds because basically their wool doesn't pay for their keep as growing wheat does.
You look after rare breeds here.
Yes.
Are they in danger of dying out?
Not at the moment. We've got a good society and a strong band hanging on to them. The thought is on rare breeds that we're saving them for farming for the future.
What sort of creatures other than sheep have you got here? You're going to show me them?
Yes, I'm going to show you. Yes, we've cattle and pigs and goats and most of the old farm animals. This is my old lady. This is Lizzie. Hello, Liz. Hello. Yes. She's got 12 here. And in fact, it's her 9th litter. And she's had 97 piglets. And I'm not going to be able to catch one.
They're great, aren't they? They're very unusual colouring.
Come on, little chap.
Oh,
Come and
lovely. Can I hold him?
They hate their tummies being squeezed. So if you can support his front legs
Yes.
and hold his back, with any luck, he'll hold quiet.
How's that?
Very
I
quiet.
don't want to hurt him.
He
Isn't
seems
he
quite happy, doesn't he?
sweet?
Is it a he?
You think?
I don't know.
I can't tell from here. Oh, he's rather lovely.
This is Purity. Hello, my love.
Purity.
Hello, Purity. She's a middle white. Once very popular breed, now pretty rare. A bit over 100 in number of these.
She's got a nice squashed up face, isn't she?
Yes, she's lovely, isn't she?
She's
a real character. I'm never quite sure if she's very beautiful or very ugly. Somewhere between the two, aren't you, Mrs. He?
Is she a
Yes.
good mum?
Oh, wonderful, yes. One thing about these rare breeds is that they're docile and gentle and peaceful. Wonderful mothers. Now, these are some of our cattle, only a very few.
He is enormous. What does he weigh?
He's wonderful, isn't he? Prince is our stock bull for our South Devon herd of cattle. He's 1.25 tons. A great character. The breed is known to be docile, but it's the handling that makes them extra tame. And of course they're used to school children visiting them, so they're quite used to all the fuss. No, you can't. He's quite interested in Poppy. Stop it. Behave
I still
yourself.
think I would have a healthy respect for him if I came across him in a field.
Come and have a stroke.
Can I?
Yes, of course. Nobody going to hurt here.
Hello, Prince. Oh, he's got a lovely woolly face.
Yes, all curls. Yes, you're lovely, I know. Stop it. You're beautiful, aren't you?
A fine young man it was indeed. He mounted upon his milk-white steed. He rode, and he rode all alone until he came to lovely Joan. Good morning to you, my pretty maid, and twice good morning, sir, she said. He tipped her the wink and she rolled a dark eye. Said he to himself, I'll be there by and by. For us to play, so come with me, my sweet young thing, and I'll give you my golden ring. Then he pulled off his ring of gold. My pretty little miss, do this behold. I freely give it for your maidenhead, and her cheeks they blushed like the roses red. Give me that ring into my hand, and I will neither stay nor stand, for this would be more good to me than 20 maidenheads, said she.
And finally, Lincolnshire's famous for its seaside, and seaside around here means Skegness.
Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, give me all your loving and your turtle doving, all your hugs and kisses and your money too. Well, you know you love me, baby. Still you tell me, baby, that someday, well, I'll be the well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. When Cupid shot his dart, he shot it at your heart. So if we ever part, then I'll leave you. You say you told me and you told me boldly that someday, well, I'll be through. Well, that'll be the day when you say goodbye. That'll be the day when you make me cry. You say you're gonna leave. You know it's a lie, 'cause that'll be the day when I die. That'll be the day. Ooh, that'll be the day. Ooh, that'll be the day. Ooh, that'll be the day.